G'day and welcome to the second official episode of The BAM Show. I'm your host Kaaboose. Remember, if you have anything you would like to send into the show, even if you don't think it belongs in any particular section, you can send us an email at dodgethisbam@yahoo.com.au. A fairly slow news week this week, however ArenaNet have released a very tasty preview of the Halloween event that should be up in a couple of days. There should be a link to it on the screen right now if I haven't messed up the annotations. For some reason at time of recording, this video was unlisted on YouTube and quite difficult to find. Hopefully they'll have fixed that by now, but you can follow this link to check it out, and I highly recommend you do. It is a very fun and entertaining clip, along with some very suitable voiceovers. I certainly enjoyed it, and I guarantee you anyone who's done the Guild Wars 1 Halloween events will find it quite entertaining. Some programmers from Guild Wars 2 released a thread on Reddit this week. Basically, I am a programmer for Guild Wars 2, ask me anything, almost. Over at the thread you can find lots of questions that have been asked of the developers and some very interesting answers. If you have any questions regarding the programming side of Guild Wars 2, head over there and check it out. There's a lot of great stuff there. Other than that, there are some more videos out on YouTube. More legendary weapons have been crafted. My favourite one so far that I saw this week was the Moot. It's basically a legendary mace that looks like a disco ball. I mean, who would want to whack someone in the face with that? Now, one final bit of important news, it's not regarding Guild Wars 2, it's more regarding us as a show, is we're heavily looking into actually removing the show being in show format and instead releasing the sections small individual content every couple of days on the channel. We're really interested to hear your feedback on that. The general consensus we've been getting from people replying to the show is the show's too long, and it's just not the way people want to view stuff on YouTube. That is what the vocal crowd is telling us anyway. If you believe otherwise, please leave us a comment, say you'd rather it stay in show format, and we will do our best to appease you. But at the moment, the vocal minority seems to be saying split up the show and the individual sections and throw them out one at a time. So, up to you guys. Tell us what you think, and we can do that if that's what you prefer. It'd certainly be easier to put together than the way the show is done now. So yeah, let us know. If you can't be bothered emailing us, just leave us a comment in the comment section. I go over those things all the time. Alright, this has been News in Briefs, and this is Kaaboose, signing out. G'day and welcome to the Community Spotlight. This is Kaaboose speaking, and today I am interviewing Dustin, aka The Gamer. From what server were you from again?
I play Yexben. How's everybody doing?
Welcome to the show. Glad to have you here. Let's cut right to the chase. What's your channel all about?
Well, we got plenty of things on my channel. We got real life video parodies, we got music videos, real life music videos, we got random video game of me playing games while you see the little screen in the upper right hand corner or left, depends on what game I'm doing. And we got a lot of Guild War videos, which is my biggest thing and what I'm known for a lot of my subscribers. So
it's your dance, it is hands down your dance videos that were my favorite things on your channel. I obviously haven't had a time to watch it all. You have something like 211 videos there, I think. Anyone that looked like it was some sort of dance video, I had a quick look at. I've watched, I think, 5 through now, and they are utterly spectacular. You have gotten a lot of people working together and choreographed some really good stuff with the limited tools you have available to you. But I can see there's a lot of other things on your channels besides the Guild Wars 2 stuff, so just tell us, how did you get started, and how did you eventually get onto Guild Wars 2?
It was started back in '09. I was watching a lot of Smosh, a lot of the Shane Dawson, all those parody funny video channels, and me and my stepbrother at the time, we were like, you know, we if they can do it, we can do it. So we made the Raw Band Guru video, which was a reference to The Love Guru, which is a kind of a comedy movie, you know. Anyways, we got like 50 subscribers on the one video, and we were like, wow, if this video turned out good, we can do more. So I did a lot of real life videos. Back in the day, I started playing a lot of RuneScape, and then after a while, I kind of stopped, and I lost a lot of subscribers, and just lost interest in the whole thing. And then my buddy was like, hey, this game called Guild Wars 2 is coming out. You played the first one, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, I really liked it. And he sent me a link to Guild Wars 2's Facebook page, saying, "Oh, we had this this Gundam style video made us laugh a lot, and you should go check it out." So I wanted to go check it out, and I'm a huge Machinima fan, so I like video game movies. It looked like something you see off Machinima, and it was really funny. I was like, wow, this is really good. It's so basic. I can do that. I can do it better, and I have. And the thing, I'm not being cocky, but like I was saying, after watching those guys do it, the Gundam video, I said I can do better. I have the materials like Fraps, and I have Sony Vegas, so I mean I had the software to make really great videos like that guy did. So I logged on, and I had a couple buddies on Skype. I'm like, hey, you guys want to make like a dance video kind of like this? I showed them the video, they all liked it. So we started off with a couple guys, me and 3 or 4 buddies, and like we went to Lion's Arch and we started like synchronize. Well, we actually didn't know how to synchronize dancing.
Oh no, you're just like Momo. You would have spent hours trying to get everyone to sync at once, and then later probably kicking yourself when you found out about the /dance space asterisks.
Yes. Oh jeez. And funny enough, if you watch my very first video, the Epic Dance Vid 1, or just it's Dance Vid, if you actually look at the thumbnail, that scene in the video, we're not really 100% synced. And then later on, you can obviously tell, that the rest of the things are synced, because a buddy of mine's like, hey, you can do this and this, right? And I was slapping myself. It was bad, man. It was bad, but what can you say, right?
What kind of process do you go through with making the dance videos? Do you pick a song first, or do you pick a style first? Do you pick something to imitate, or
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. While I'm at work, I imagine the video in my head. Literally every scene, I just add in random characters to pretend, And actually, sometimes I'll get characters that I actually imagine. And when I get home, I'll have the song already picked out, and I just go in game. I go in the Lion's Arch, ask people, hey, do this, blah blah blah. Then I'll go to the guild. Anybody who's available, do this, and I'll go to my friends list, do the same thing, and I always have the same spot. Always in Lion's Arch, and it's always at the waypoint, Fort Mariner's waypoint. It's the area where if you go to World v World and you leave, it'll bring you to that part of Lion's Arch. So if anybody wants to, look for me if I'm ever there, that's where I'll be to get everybody. So, and that's pretty much it.
There it is.
Yeah. That's where I go, and after I get everybody together, we film. I tell everybody to mail me. I know you can only carry 10 mails at one time, but what I do is I have everybody who's involved send me a letter, a blank letter, or if they want to add something to it. I edit the video, get everything completely done, check over a couple times, and then I log on. I'll message. I'll go on and I'll look at everybody's names, and I'll just add them to the credits. And then after I render it and upload it, I send a message to everybody back. And I mean, that's pretty much how that's my process for every video I do.
That's a really good process. I was wondering how you got all the names. So I saw someone on their video was upset that they in the comments that their name wasn't on the credits, and I think you pretty much just said, I didn't get your mail, so I didn't know who you were. We can't look through. You can't look through a video and just get everyone's nameplate. It's way too time consuming. Is there anything special you try and do in each video, or is it all just, random, what you were thinking about?
In every video, I try to do a group scene where it's every race, like Norns, Char, Asura, humans, and Savari. And then I'll try to do race only. Humans are easy because, I start off with humans, which is, the most easiest to get together. And then I'll go to Savari, which is the second, and then I'll go to the Char. Now, Char, let me tell you, if you're ever going to make a dance video in the future, you guys, I'm just going to warn you and tell you now, Char are very stubborn players. Like, I don't know if it's just because they think like a Char when they're playing, or I have no idea what goes on, but they're very stubborn, and they're really hard to work with. So just to make sure you got the right guild or the right group of friends who all play Char that can make that part very simple. It's very easy, and Yeah, but and then I go from Asura on Asura, and then the Servari, so on and so forth. And
do you have any plan? What are your plans for future videos on the channel? What kind of things can your subscribers expect to see in the future?
all right. Well, my future planned videos that I plan on doing are a couple of flash mob videos. We got more dancing coming, a lot of better parodies. I've been looking for some voice actors who actually can sound good and who actually
don't look here.
Hey, I'm just gonna be honest with you. You would be perfect. So guys, expect Bam to be in my future videos. So
Kaaboose will be happy to lend his voice if you can stand it.
But other than that, man, that's pretty much what's gonna be coming up for you guys.
Any final words?
Yeah, I'd actually like to. I appreciate you having me on the show. Definitely, I like to join again some other time. And you're awesome, man. The things you do are great, and just keep doing them. Just keep doing them. And
I will do my best. That's all I can do, I'm afraid.
Oh yeah, everybody subscribe to this guy. He's awesome, and subscribe to me. But I appreciate it, man. I'm glad to be on the show. Thank you.
Alright, Dustin, thank you very much for coming on the show. For anyone who wants to check out his channel, the channel is Cal and Dustin at YouTube. If you want to join his guild in game and be part of those videos, you can join the Knights of the Silver Chalice. God, I hope I got that name right.
Yep.
On Yak's Bend, and just whisper the gamer. How the hell did you get that name?
Got very lucky. Me and a buddy of mine stayed up just to play the game when it first came on. Dustin was taken, so I'm like, next best thing, the gamer. So I typed the space Gamer, the legit way of spelling it, and it worked. And I was very happy.
As you would be. Thanks again, Dustin, for coming on the show, and I hope you will like the end result. Hey ArenaNet, remember last week's patch notes? You know, the ones where you said you'd fix the infinite loading screen bug, particularly in structured PvP? Yeah, it's still there. Might want to look into that. Yep, still waiting. Still waiting. This goes on for some time. I think I'll spare you guys the rest, but I think you get the idea. Hey guys, today's submissions all come in from the same guy, Ass Cheeks. What a charming name that is. Our first couple of pics is shown us showing off the duplication bug that was happening quite a lot when Guild Wars 2 first got released. Thankfully, I don't see that anymore. Here's a pic of him showing us how badly Thief and Mesmer were Flavor of the Month when it came out. That is definitely why you bring condition removal into a structured PvP build. If you don't, this is what happens. And lastly, that is an amusing choice of games. Maybe they were all stuck on the same load screen I was.
Thank you. You have a kind spirit. I knew you'd come through for me.
So I was wandering around the Queensdale starting area for the humans the other night, and I noticed this odd mist coming off the graveyard, so I went in there to see what was up and found this interesting woman sitting at a grave. She asked if I could kindly escort her out of the graveyard, so I said yes, but after travelling with her for a bit, I started to feel uneasy.
I can't believe I've finally found someone to take me home. Do I dare feel hope?
Nah, surely that's just my imagination. Just some ordinary woman sitting in the middle of a fog-encrusted graveyard at the dead of night. Nothing to be worried about there.
Almost there now. You'll stay with me, right? I can't take the loneliness.
That was a totally normal thing for a girl to say, right? You know? Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, we're pretty much out of here now. What could go wrong?
Home? No.
No! No! I can never return. Never! No home sweet home for me. Not anymore. Only the blood. Stay with me. Stay with me forever.
Damn it! Why is it every time you find a nice woman in the middle of the night, she turns out to be some kind of crazy stalkerish type? What's up with that?
The kingdom will never die.
All things considered, that turned out fairly well. Shortly after defeating her, the fog lifted and the gravekeeper here started making his rounds. Thought I'd follow him around just to see what he did, and was in for a bit of a shock, actually.
4, 5, 6. Why am I counting the graves again? You never know when one might go missing. They can do that? Just climb up and shamble off? Well, not like that. That would be crazy. What was that? I heard a noise. Just your imagination, stupid. Don't be such a scared moa. I'm not afraid of nothing. Well, maybe bandits and bats and mustaches. Did you pull the weeds and water the flowers? Pull weeds, water flowers. Pull weeds, water flowers. Did you dig the new grave? No. Well, I guess I'll have to do it. Watch out, the bats are back. What bats? I don't see any bats. Are you batty? They're everywhere. Only in your belfry.
I must say, the graveyard was a much livelier place than I expected. For this week's Cover Your Shame, I interviewed Dustin on his character The Gamer. So Dustin, tell us, what is the armor you're wearing, and where'd you get it, and what colors are you using?
Hey, righty. My helmet is the 42k Karma armor you can get in one of the final areas of war, called the Heavy Arcane Armor of Diana?
Is it Dwayna?
Dwayna, there we go. Thank you, buddy.
Human god. Some human you are.
Right. My shoulders are the Berserker's Fighter Pit Pauldrons or the Flock, which is a completely two different sets. Then I'm using for my chest, the Berserker Pit Fighter chest of the Explorer, which is a different set from both of those. Then I got the Berserker Pit Fighter Gauntlets of the Citadel, which is different from both of those, all of those. Then I'm using the Valkyrie Dronic Legs, which is different from everything. And then finally I'm using the Primeval War Boots of Vampirism, which you can actually buy with gems, the skin-wise. So literally I have every piece of armor from a different set to make this.
Just looking at it, certainly doesn't look like they're all from different sets, so I think you've done a pretty darn good job there. What colors are you using?
I'm using Celestial for everything except for my face mask. I did originally have it all black and the mask was white. It looked really sick, but I think I'd rather just have it like this. It's just my look, I guess.
No, that's really cool. I really love it when someone just doesn't go for a full set and they decide to mix and match the parts and they come up with something that works, and I think you've done that. I think it looks really cool. Remember guys, if you think you've got a toon that's worth showing off on the channel, either contact me in-game or send us some footage to the channel. Failing that, just send an email with some pics to dodgethisbam@yahoo.com.au. Just a quick heads up before this section starts, guys. We had some major interference while we were trying to get this little guild interview done, so some major editing had to be done so that it was even legible. To find out what those interruptions were, I suggest you check the bloopers section at the end of the show. We should probably start the interview.
Oh yeah, right?
So you want to tell me that I'm actually in your guild. I accepted the invite so I could catch up to you. War is hell.
Right.
And look, I can put this up on the screen. Look at all these members, guys. Look at that.
We're bound to hit 100 by the end of this interview.
Deadly Rabbit. Now, how can you not love a name like that?
What?
You have someone in your guild named Deadly Rabbit.
Do I really?
Yes, you do. You
My
have
guild.
someone called Dancing Jesus?
What a nice little tidbit for my guild. Hey, you guys want to join Deadly Rabbit and Dancing Jesus? You've came to the right place.
Tell us about what your guild does, guild events, that sort of thing.
We do world versus world all the time. we're working on getting a good 5-man SPVP team up, which is kind of hard at the moment. I guess I should take this moment. Hey, if you're on Yak's Bend and you want to be our SPVP leader, feel free to send me a message. We do a lot of dungeons. I mean, we're on Mumble all the time. Some people, I guess, don't really know what Mumble is, but for everybody that doesn't know what it is, it's like Vent, but like how TeamSpeak is like less quality than Vent. You know, like TeamSpeak, who uses TeamSpeak?
I used
and then
to
Vent,
use it,
like,
but then
like
I switched to Vent, yeah.
Yeah. And then, you know, Vent, everybody used Vent, like, you know, World of Warcraft and stuff. And then one of my buddies was like, hey, I have Mumble, and I started getting out when I played World of Warcraft, and I really like Mumble a lot. Like, there's no latency. You don't have to sit there and individually adjust every member's volume. It literally does it for you automatically. So everything sounds clear. But we use Mumble. Usually we have about like 6 to 8 people in there at all times.
We've always got people sitting in Vent. I'm in the quiet channel at the moment.
Wait
I
a
probably
bit.
should have brought this up already. You have bought a commander's manual? Holy shit.
Yes, I have. You didn't notice that?
Give me some fucking money!
That took me farming Curse Shore for 6 days straight. It's actually really stressful. I didn't think about that, but when you actually go into World vs. World, if you have that commander icon on, people are like, hey, commander, what do you want us to do? And you're sitting there juggling 50 things at once, and you're just like, I just want to play the game.
I believe you can turn that off.
You can, but I've had it on for so long that even when I turn it off, and I've actually tried this, I've tried to turn it off, and people still know that I'm a commander. So they still are like, hey, what do you want us to do? I just want you to play. But I'm assuming we probably kind of should get a little bit of a lead going on here, because we're kind of getting wrecked.
We're getting wrecked in World versus World as well right now. Have you got any kind of alliance or any heavy standing in World versus World?
We have this this website, so if anyone on Yak's Bend is listening, go to yaksbend.com. We basically, for World versus World, we have an alliance with every guild that we possibly can on Yak's Bend, and they have a community Mumble to where they operate and all that kind of stuff. So if you're a guild leader and you want to get your guild in on that alliance, go on there, connect to the Mumble. And we're really trying to push that out to everybody in our server, because with the crushing that we're getting right now and everything that's going on in, you know, just with the past that we've had in like World versus World, we're trying to get a whole bunch of communication up with our server. And we figure, you know what, instead of having people leave their guilds that they've had since, you know, day one of the 3-day head start, or, you know, something like that, why not just come onto this website, sign up, you know, if you're a guild leader or a member of the guild, rep your guild on this website so we know that we have you in the alliance, and if we see you in World versus World, we'll invite you to the Mumble, and, you know, you can come play with us and help, you know, wreck everybody. So so yeah, I mean, that's really all I have. So I mean, if you guys are interested in joining War as Hell, I mean, I am the leader, so if you see me in game, my username's dthroat.3514, and you know, talk to me in game. Like I said, talk to us on Mumble. Apply through the website. We're all a bunch of cool people. We actually have 2 girls in the guild now, which is awesome. You know, so it adds.
Why is that such a pulling card for so many guilds? We have girls. I've gotten sidetracked again. I just realized we've completely forgotten to mention your website. Can you just quickly run that off for us?
Alright, it is warashell.net.
Warashell.net. Be sure to check that out, guys. Thanks very much for being on this segment. I have still not received any submissions for the Kaabrant since opening the section on the very first show. And I had a little rant about this with Dustin while I was interviewing him for the Community Spotlight, and I thought, hey, we ranted enough to cover 2 weeks' worth, so why not chuck that in here? So, here it is. I haven't been getting a great deal of feedback yet. I mean, the channel's new, so I can't expect too much. But I haven't been getting much comments or submissions on individual sections within the show. You know, stuff to put into those sections. I don't know whether they're unpopular or just people don't know about them yet. We got our Pics and Planks section where people just send in screenshots, and we got people sending in screenshots of their characters planking off ledges in Guild Wars 2. We've got the NPCs say the darndest things, where we just find NPCs saying stupid things or entertaining things and chuck that in. Oh. Yeah, we got all these sections we want people to be submitting stuff for, and we just haven't really gotten people submitting much yet. So, yeah.
I really want to say thanks, you know, for having me on this show, or on your show, because, you know, I'm a big fan of you, man.
Thankful you've come along to do it. Don't sell me too high. It's just another random show on YouTube is all it is, and we're just working towards creating a hub to connect the different communities within Guild Wars 2. You know, I'm trying to find all those cool channels, and I'll say this: yours is a damn cool channel. Those dance videos are amazing, and I suggest anyone who is watching and listening get over there and check them out. There will be an annotation linking Dustin's channel on the show, so click that. You can click it now if you want and open up in a new window. You can just pause it and pause this, have a look at some videos, come back to the interview. You know, do what you like.
Oh yeah.
But that's the whole thing we're trying to do here. We're just trying to find all those cool communities, all those cool moments that are happening in Guild Wars 2, and have a central, you know, point, a show that can link you to all the other cool areas and cool communities within Guild Wars 2. I mean, if you've played Guild Wars 2, you'll know the community just out in general is really good. The game, from the ground up, is built around helping other people, and I think that really helps you know, people's attitude within the community. In Warcraft, it was very cutthroat. Here, it's completely different. There's no kill stealing or anything. In fact, you're penalized for the most part for trying to hinder other people.
What you're doing for all these channels, because I seen you done Momo and the two guys on your episode 2.
That's Paul and Shady Tradesman from the unpopular show. Their channel is Quality. Oh God, I get this mixed up every time. Quality Discourse, I believe. Yes, Quality Discourse is their channel.
And oh yeah, and dude, pretty awesome guys. Yeah, you definitely should go check them out. Go check out Bam's second episode. It's phenomenal. Same with the first one. They're all good. And I'm very impressed that you actually take the time to find these, you know, random Guild War channels and kind of like connect everybody together and show the community that there are more channels that are really cool and epic towards Guild Wars 2 other than Wooden Potatoes and so on and so forth. Now I'll
get him on the show one day. You wait it. I'll find Wooden and Magic Mike, and I'll say, hey, you guys, let's get you. The show's gotten enough views now. Let's get you over here. I'm sure some people would love to see that.
I would too.
But I want to start with the smaller channels first, because God knows Wooden Potatoes doesn't need any more help with his viewer base. He's got a solid, dedicated viewer base. I mean, he's not up there with the likes of frickin' Simon and Lewis or Total Biscuit, but hell, that is a damn large channel. I'll give him that much, and it's got some great content on it as well. If you haven't heard of Wooden Potatoes, people, go find out. I'm not throwing up an annotation for that. We can do that when we get him on the show. And I think we'll snip that little rant off right there. Basically, what I'm asking for, guys, is let us know what parts of the shows you've liked and what parts you haven't. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Need your feedback to make the show the best it can be. Give us a hand with that. Thank you very much. And so we've come to the end of yet another show. One thing I've pretty much convinced myself of, trying to get these things done on a weekly basis, is it's just too much work to do them the way they're doing, and basically most of the feedback I seem to be getting at the end of each shows is that they're too long to sit down and watch anyway. So I think I've pretty much decided that this will probably be the last actual BAM show in actual show format. I think from now on I'm just going to release the segments individually on the channel. Let me know what you think about this. If I don't get any feedback saying pretty much keep the show in show format, that's exactly what I'll do. However, even if the show isn't in show format anymore, Don't let that discourage you from sending things into the channel. I will still be doing the segment, so if you've got something you think is interesting and should be shared with the community, by all means send it in. I'm still sticking with the goal that I want to create this channel as a hub to other channels within the Guild Wars 2 community. A big thanks to everyone who's helped me get the show together. You may have noticed a couple of segments were missing from this show. Then again, you may not have. I haven't gotten any feedback on these segments, so maybe people aren't interested and won't even know they're missing. Then again, maybe they will. We'll see. Leave some stuff in the comment section. I know some people will be saying stick to your guns, because if you try and please everybody, no one will like it. But on the other hand, the definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, which is pretty much what I've been doing so far. Regardless of whether we drop the show format or not, we will be doing our best to bring you a lot of entertaining and interesting content. So, stay tuned.
This video is part of the Way movement, a career path in video sponsored by TGN. To learn more, visit tgn.tv.
Oh god! Oh, my head is hurting. I've been laughing too much.
Oh, no, my chest. I feel like I'm gonna have an aneurysm. Even though that's in your head, isn't it?
Oh, so that's what that is.
Yeah. Oh god.
Okay, let's try. Let's try to do this again.
All right.
This interview is going to be hell. War is hell.
The interview from hell, brought to you by War is
hell.
That's a nice little voiceover right there, right?
I think we could use that. We could totally use that.
Oh man, this episode's gonna be quality.
Alright, you can start continuing editing right here. Now, I've noticed that... No, crap, cut that. This is what I want to tell you.
Mess with those guys. Back alley in, like, Divinity's Reach. No, you don't go down that alley. Dancing Jesus.
And
He's
Fungus
there.
Foot is there waiting for you as well.
Oh, I forgot about that guy.
Fungus Foot. Jeez, I hope that wasn't someone who was having trouble naming their character and started looking at random things in the room to name their character, and then they took off their socks. Oh, I should probably get that checked out.
Oh, now she's messaging me. I don't even know this girl. She's like, you're pretty hot. I'm assuming she heard my voice.
You've got a Skype stalker and you've been on Skype for 5 minutes.
See, this is why you record everything. Oh god. Oh, I hope she's 18. It would be really bad if she was like 9 years old, you know what I mean? It's like, oh god, I'm going to jail. Like, just for adding her on Skype, I feel like I'd go to jail. Oh, man.
It's a trap! You're gonna have to tell your stalker to stop talking to you or mute Skype.
I know!
Because those...
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I hear that. That's coming through.
I'm not even reading. I don't want to read it. Okay, wait here. Just for the sake of the BAM show. Alright. So long. You're pretty hot. Sorry my friend wrote that, but yeah, you're cute. How do you guys know I'm cute? Because she's sitting right next to me. But anyways, you want to go out?
Dude, you've got a group picture of you and some of your friends showing up on Skype. That'll be what she's referring to.
Well, then she doesn't know who the hell I am. I could be one of the trees in the background. She doesn't know that. Oh. Seriously though, I think the fact that she said you're hot within the second sentence, she has to be under like 14, and it's creeping me out.
Or even better, she's probably a 40-year-old male trying to groom you for a sex trade.
I hope not, but I could always send her your way because it looks like she's from Australia.
Don't be doing that. I don't want your stalker girl. What is with this Momo passed one of her stalkers onto my channel? I don't want any more people throwing stalkers my way.
But see, she seems like a nice girl.
I'm sure she might be. I'm a married man, and nice girls lead to trouble.
Well, maybe a little bit overly nice, because if she's 14 and, you know, it's just... that's just something you probably don't want to tell your wife about, or the government. That's just something, you know, oh yeah, that one time in college when I was completely fucked up, she said she was 18.
You guys buying that?
Dude, she is still doing it. Like, I don't want to look at these messages.
Well, you've muted Skype, right? So it's not making.
I'm gonna try. She literally just said, "I want to fuck you up. Have you ever been to Disneyland? What time is it where you are, hottie?"
Oh my god!
I'm just gonna type BRB. BRB.
Oh, and I was worried
they're
I wouldn't.
coming back.
I was worried I wasn't going to have anything to put in the bloopers section this week, but there we go.
She's calling me now. Oh god. Do you want me to answer this?
Don't answer the phone. Oh god.
Don't.
Oh, if you want to, go ahead, but I ain't saying shit.
I don't want to. I feel like Skype is a virus.
You can't catch things through Skype, can you?
A stalker is just as bad as the worst virus on the internet. Like, I said be right back, and she's calling me. Oh, God. Oh, so anyway, back to the guild, because I just don't want to think about this. Let's try to block out what's going on in the background. I guess I should take this moment. Hey, if you're on Yak Spend and you want to be our SPVP leader, feel free to send me a message. So there, I mean...
That's good advertisement. By the way, is that your stalker making all those beeps and blops again?
Yes, it is. She's calling me again.
This happens with every one of my interviews. I try to make it some quick thing, and then I end up chatting to the guy for like hours.
Well, first off, the whole like 25 minutes of the interview was the stalker. So I mean, that was totally unintentional. I wasn't like, why don't you just keep stalking me, you know? No. So I mean,
I don't want to keep you from your awesome Australian stalker, so I'll let you get right back.
I don't want to talk to her, please.
Alright, Dustin, thank you very much for coming on the show. It's been great fun interviewing you. Once again, there will be lots of edits because the show must... No, see, I'm done again. I'm ranting. I can't help myself.
Ranting. It's simple. Thank you for being on the show. Get the fuck out. No, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding.
Get the fuck off my lawn.
Yeah, there you go, right?
Alright everyone, this has been Dustin from Cal and Dustin, the YouTube channel, aka The Gamer. You can find him on Yak Spend. What's your guild, Justin? Justin, god damn it!
You ruined everything! I hate you! This is over. Fuck this. I'm just kidding.